of the list. The list was of countries like who have good happiness index when it comes to the social security, less corruption, luxurious lifestyle. And Finland was not only was not the only country on that list. It has, other than it, the other sisters from the Scandinavia, like Denmark, Sweden, Iceland. Some people claim that, how can we put Finland on the top of this list when the Scandinavian countries already have good social security and the authorities are not that oppressive? They claim that then countries like Paraguay and Guatemala should have come on the top also, because they show more positive emotion. And even places like Togo and Senegal in Africa, they see life as more meaningful. The people are very happy in these places also. So why are we putting Finland on top of this chart? Then what is this all happiness index all about? Let's see. Well, World Happiness Forum has put some variables on this list. These variables were GDP per capita income, social support, healthy life expectancy, freedom to make life choices, generosity, and perception of corruption. When we look at the major parts of the globe, then most of us, we suffer from the menace of corruption. And even we do not have healthy life expectancy or medical help at like our doors or easily available to us. So these factors are also a part of this index. What actually makes us happy? People were very angry when they saw India at the bottom of this list, like towards the bottom of this list. That why have they put our nation like after the countries like Iran? So how come India is unhappy? So we'll look at India, but also we'll see other countries into this context, that as human beings, what actually makes us unhappy or makes us happy. So, generosity. You will be amazed to see that is it just a discourse? How come generosity? We feel that luxurious lifestyle, bank balance, having a good job, partner of our choice, whatever we want, we aspire, when we get that, we become happy. How can she claim that generosity is the key to happiness? Well, this is not a claim by me. Actually, the World Happiness Forum has shown this in their happiness index. They said that during the 2020 pandemic, there was a globe-spanning surge in benevolence. People were actually truly and honestly generous towards each other. And not only 2020, even in 2021 and 2022, this data has gone up. People are honestly and truly, they want to help the other individual. When we saw those variables in the earlier slide, we saw social support at the second rank. So we are not that bad. Actually, as the whole humanity on globe, we are actually supporting each other. But we are not claiming it. But we are doing it. So generosity. When I say generosity, there is a word called altruism. Altruism is a feeling when you want to help the other person without thinking about the outcome. On volunteering basis, you want to help the other individual. So this data claims that when we are really altruistic, when we are really helping the other person, we are actually improving on our well-being also. Psychologically, we are becoming happier than before when we were not helping the other individuals. The data also claims that people who get help from the other individual on voluntary basis, they also start to feel an improvement in their well-being. They really feel happy that yes, this individual helped me without thinking about the outcome of that help, or wholeheartedly the person has helped me. This is really amazing. As human beings, mostly we consider our race as some people we feel that we are very dishonest, we do not want to help the other person, but the data claims the contradiction, like it's presenting the contradictory view, that no, human beings actually they are generous, and this is the recent data, post-pandemic, that we are helping each other. Now the question is then, what is making us sad? Why are we unhappy? If we have social support in the world and people have now begun to help each other even more than the past, then what is making us unhappy? And this was not only about Indians, it was for most of the countries around the world. That why are the young people, young boys and girls, and even like the children, they are sad? Lack of freedom to make life choices. Like it was not the GDP per capita, it was not corruption actually, but if we look at our own selves, human beings as we are, thinking of educating ourselves, going for a good job, thinking about the salary package we are going to get, as son, as daughter, our own personal lives, then this is the thing which is making us unhappy. How many of you can relate to it? Lack of freedom to make life choices. It can be any life choice of even choosing to wear the dress you want to wear, choosing a life partner for yourself, choosing the course for yourself. Mostly we are told by the society or by our parents that this is the field, this is the course you have to pursue. This is the kind of dress up you have to go to the college or anywhere around. This is the type, this is the category, the life partner you can choose, and these are the big no's. Even owning a vehicle, you want a bike and they want something else, or some other company's bike. So all these daily things, these things are irritating the young generations, not only in India, but around the world. Lack of freedom to make life choices. According to a survey by World Economic Forum, the young Indians are very ambitious, very career oriented, and they really want to improve their skills. But the biggest hurdle into their way is the social setup. The societal norms which are not letting them to do what they actually want to do in life. In this survey, 51% of the respondents claimed that they want to pursue a certain skill, but they do not know what is the way or the career option for it, because they do not have a proper mentoring program, they do not have the access to the counseling or mentoring. So other than the burden at home, even when they come out of the four walls, they lack or they long for that mentoring. 82% of the females, they responded that they want a full-time job, whereas the stereotype says that women prefer part-time jobs, or they are happy doing comfortable jobs in household. But they claim that no, actually they want a full-time job. So this data clearly shows us that it is important, or it is high time we teach the students, the children who are at school level or when they come to the colleges, that how to make these healthy life choices. We were listening to one talk in the morning where they discussed about ethics, that before you take any decision, ethics must be considered, of course. We cannot take any decision. It's not my say everywhere, right? But then we also have to think that this is our life. Life is a matter of choices, and every choice you make makes you. It's not about your friends thinking that this is the field or this is the trend we have to follow. This is all about you, your career, your choices. And even parents need to listen to you, and you can make them listen to you. But how can that happen? There comes your communication skills, better communication skill. This also we heard in the talk in the morning, that this is very important to convey our thoughts to the other person. This is where the Indians lack, according to the report, that we are not able to convince our parents first of all, and then the society, our friends about certain decisions that we really want to take, but we are not able to take them. It's okay to make mistakes. We have always heard this thing. Once we make that mistake, we'll learn how to tackle the problem also. So the way out of this unhappiness, or if we really want to bring our country to the top of the list of World Happiness Index, then I think this, which is the major cause of unhappiness around the world, lack of freedom to make life choices, this needs to be improved. We need to learn how to convey the thoughts to the other person. And we have to be very particular about things, because mostly, like when we were small, we were never made to take the decisions on our own. Most of the decisions are taken on our behalf by our parents. But we can learn it now, because the right time to make a choice in life is now. It's not going to come tomorrow or any other time, but the right time to make a choice is now. So I'm ending my talk on this thought, and I'm putting it onto your platter to think more about it. Thank you so much.